Hey, hello everyone. How's it going? It's Thursday, 4th of July Eve. I'm not sure that's a thing, but let me get myself shared out here just a little bit. You guys, there's someone knocking on my door. I don't know who it is. And I'm like, sorry, friend. I'm sorry, friend. But I'm busy. I'm busy having some fun creating. All right. I believe I got myself all out where I need to be. Hey, Amanda. Hi, Linda. Hey. Guys, I didn't bother putting on any makeup today, and I'm sitting here looking at the who's what's it? Oh, you didn't? Didn't think so? No, I am. I am. I'm just like, I was going to say, gosh, I don't even look any different. Why do I bother? I don't like wearing makeup. Why do I bother? Did you not think I would be on just because it's the 4th? Is that why? I'm feeling a little, I don't know, I feel pretty relaxed. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's so good to be in the mood that I'm in when you're creating, because you don't feel rushed or bothered or anything like that. And that's kind of the mood I'm in today. So I went through and I marked several things. I got stuff out of here. This is just stuff that I want to use. Oh, let's move this so that you guys can see. There we go. You know what? I got so much on my desk. I think this got pushed. There. There we go. That's a little bit better. Better angle. I went through and marked some things that I wanted to do today. We'll see if we get through all of them. I did go ahead and put this fabric on the spine. And, you know, I'm not sure that I want to do anything here. I didn't put it quite all the way down. In case I do want to put something here, I do have the fabric picked out. I was thinking this fabric, which is like a newsprint. It doesn't seem like you're seeing it real well, but this was in a stash. My husband actually brought this back from an auction. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like a Tim Holtz fabric, but it's not. So, hey Debbie, thanks for hopping on, ladies. What's everybody doing today? Is everybody getting ready for tomorrow? I haven't even made... I go to this little neighborhood Walmart, and they usually have openings always for the grocery pickup, and I keep forgetting to get in there and do my order. So I might have to actually walk into the store and do my shopping. What? Okay, so first thing though, before we get started on the things I've marked in here, I want to do, I pulled out some things I thought we might use today. And I showed you guys these little, from Totally Dazzled, these black and white checked things, I think. That's cellophane, there we go. They're super cute. I love them. Okay, so I had this red and white fabric. You know, I did the ruffle with the black and white fabric. And I'm already, as I'm going through stuff, Alice in Wonderland is so many different styles. And I wanted to do black and white and red, You know, obviously some other colors too, but I'm already in my brain going towards more of a Victorian um, type of look that I'm thinking I want to try. Anyway, so this is just a little bit bright, in my opinion. You're going to put a few flags out. There you go. There you go. We're going to my daughter's house, which is what we did last year. So when my father-in-law passed away, you know, my mother-in-law was not going to maintain. They had just over an acre, I think, not like a huge amount of property or anything. Pardon me while I clean up my desk here. But, you know, that's just where we always had the fourth. My husband, you know, is used to having the fourth there his whole life. My children, their whole lives. And so my son lives in a more rural community, but he lives 30, 45 minutes away from everybody. My daughter lives on a cul-de-sac. So it's just easier for the kids, you know, to, and the parents to enjoy things when the kids are not in danger of getting ran over by a car. So that's where we're going. That's where we're going. So I'm going to take my Distress Oxide, and this is Vintage Photo, and I'm not using this one because this one is waterproof, and I want it to do its thing where the oxide kind of does several colors. Let me find it. This is the fabric that I did for the kind of French inspired journal. I'm not sure if you guys can see the pinks and purples and stuff that happen. There you can see it a little bit. It's like yellow to kind of purpley. So that's what happens with the Distress Oxide that doesn't happen with the other stuff. So I'm just going to add some water to it here. And then I'm just going to put this in it. And I want this to be fairly saturated because I actually want to, it's awful, like starchy. You know what I mean? I kind of want it to have that wrinkly look. And now that it's good and wet, I'm actually going to take, wrinkle it up just a little bit more. Now I'm going to take the pad that I just had in my hand, the stamp pad. What did I do with it? There it is. There it is. Hey, Phyllis! How are you today, girl? And I'm going to do a little bit more because I feel like it's those darks and lights that make that pink and purpley colors come up a little bit. And now I'm just going to set this over to the side. Let me grab, where are my things? I've got fabric everywhere. Here we go. I'm just going to hang it up with one of my little magnet things right here. There we go. All right, I'm going to wipe that down and then we'll get into the things I had earmarked to do. I'm not even going to say it, y'all. I'm going to jinx myself. But I was getting ready to say I'm actually prepared. don't really want to say that too loud. Don't want to scare things. Okay. Come back here, you. Let's dry this a little bit. I do have this, my Norwex shine towel, the one that you use for glass. I don't know if you guys are familiar or not, but I keep it in here for my glasses. Okay. So again, I'm undecided still on the inside cover. If I use that other fabric, I may or may not, I mean, I'm not sure if I'll finish off that edge or not, but I think that the clasp is going to have a lot to determine on what I do there. And then also, you know, this is just painted white, and the back is just the original cover. And I'm honestly not mad at it. I don't mind, you know, the stain, and you guys see the stain on there. Yeah, I don't mind that. So anyway, okay, back to the insides. Back to the insides. This can go all the way. That might be the only thing I've done since we were all together. All I did is take the edge of that fabric. I had cut just a little bit too much, and I put just a little washi sticker here, that rose. This clock paper, I tore a hunk of it off, and then this is a Stamperia, and I just put that there on there. So let's go through here. Okay, this paper right here. Oh, I'm going to turn it around, okay? Try to do it without. Holla! Holla! I'm such an old lady, you guys. I mean, my kids right now would just be embarrassed. So, as you guys know, I've mentioned many, many times, my favorite creator is Kathleen. Oh my gosh. Kathleen Mower. Yes, Kathleen Mower. Mower. And I just watched some of her videos today, and she did this little, it's a journal space, but it's also a corner tuck. So I thought we would do that really quick. I don't know that that was worth it, that little bit of whimsy. Where's my corner punch? Oh, sometimes I get so much stuff on my desk. So I'm just going to round these corners. And I'm going to even do, I don't know why, but I even like the, I just go with my gut. I don't know why, but for some reason, I'm not going to do that one. Where's my scissors? So this will be like, it'll be glued down on two sides, but it'll be a little place to be able to journal as well. So I'm going to do that right here on this page. Okay. So my youngest daughter's birthday party was last weekend, and I'm just distressing the edges of this. And her boyfriend's sister, so, you know, her sister-in-law basically, made this amazing corn salad. And I'm looking so forward to making it for tomorrow. It's actually called elote corn salad, and it was just so good. All the seasonings, the stuff in it was just yummy. So that's what I need to get. My husband actually roasted a bunch of ears of sweet corn, so I'll be able to take it off the cob, so it'll actually be roasted. Excited about it. Hey, Callie. I got some of the stuff that you sent me out to use today, friend. Callie sent me some Alice in Wonderland items. And I thought I got some of them out here. Is this a page from it? I don't think so. It's very similar looks, though, to this. So, you know, everybody has Friday off, but it sounds bad for me to say, because I'm going to enjoy being with my family so much. All of my kids and all of my grandkids. But it doesn't feel like it's not like you get an extra day. Like, I don't feel like I get an extra day. So I'm going to let's do a little collage right here. I think we can move this out of the way. Let's do a little collage right here. Not a lot, because, you know, anything that gets tucked here is going to have to be long and skinny. And I don't want it to be too cumbersome, too fat. I don't know why these bone folders, though, they do actually make the crease so much better than just, I don't know why. So let's see. I want it to be something that this will tuck under. That might be a little big. I always feel like this eat me out of context is just rude. Oh, you know what? There's a Queen of Hearts in here. That might be good. Because of the heart. Where is she? There she is. Well, the only problem is her little bitty hand that's pointing out there. That's pretty little. So because she's facing that direction, I'm going to glue this side down, and I think that we would lose that. It would be fine if I were going this direction and gluing it on this side, but I wasn't planning on doing it that way. I don't mind this key. That's kind of cute. I like that. I think this is what we'll use. We'll use the key. The keyhole. It's not the key, it's a keyhole, but there is a key in here that we can possibly make as part of our collage. Look at him. He's awful cute too. No, I'm sticking with the key hole. The keyhole. So what is everybody working on? Is anybody crafting right now? And if no, what is your current project? I think I'm going to use this aged mahogany. It is a really deep red color. And I don't necessarily want it like in your face up on there. But I think the red looks good. Yeah. Yep, I like it. I like it. So let's do that. And then kind of like that black and white. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting about this book cover. I need to get that in there. It's so cute. Take this back up just a little bit. Oh, come on, thing. Move over. There we go. Sorry if I made anybody dizzy. The color is, or this. This is very yellow. I could probably distress it a little bit more. And you know what? It's been sanded. It's been sanded down. So it was even brighter before. It's very yellow. Your yellow is very yellowy. Okay, little collage. I just don't have a lot of space to work with. Tear some things off of some other things. Let's see what we come up with. The tag, yeah. Your yellow is just a bit too yellow, friend. I can't bring myself to use any of the Tweedledum or Tweedledee stuff that I have. I don't know why. They're just kind of freaky. All of the pictures here are a little bit big. Silence, the king called. Thanks for your patience, guys. The Queen's Croquet Party. I doubt if I'll use all of this, but we're just going to take it. It says, that's curious, Alice said to herself. So I'm thinking. You get out of the way for a minute. Okay. I'm thinking maybe just a little bit of fabric. This is ribbon, but you know what I mean. Just a little. Oh no! It kind of matches my top. I'm sorry you're saying you have a bad connection, right, Callie? Um, you guys, I don't know about y'all, but every now and then I'm like, it's ridiculous. I have clothes and I'm wearing this, it's one of those kimono type things, jacket kind of things. And I'm like, it's just when I need something, I get irritated that I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to wear it. And if I hate it, I just need to get rid of it, you know, rather than letting it hang out in my closet. So I guess the way to figure out whether or not I'm extremely uncomfortable wearing something is to actually wear it. Because even if I did need something that was, you know, cuter than jeans and a concert t-shirt, um, I don't want to be uncomfortable. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Y'all know how I lecture about not doing that, but I'm doing it. Mostly because I can't seem to see what's happening. Like, get a clear picture. So I want the "that's curious" part to actually show. But the whole quote will be there when you open it. So there's that. And then this is what's actually going to keep this closed. Where is, you guys, my website? I have added a bunch of quilt squares and stuff. And then I made a bunch of packets of torn fabric that kind of complement each other, you know? And I am not the kind of person to just hang on to string generally, but I loved the color of this string so much. This is from a piece of fabric that I was tearing up last night. So and I just think it goes really well with that red. This. Oh, Bugs. Bugs wants to be in on the action again. Congratulations, Linda, by the way. I did see your comment. I just hadn't. So, there. And I kind of think the key doesn't necessarily. And I know it won't show. Okay, I think I like this. We're going to go for it here. That you can see part of your workbench. I guess I just assumed that you were clearing off, like, you know, like maybe you didn't have as much of a mess as you normally do, or, you know, it's just not covered as much as it normally is. Congratulations on what, crazy lady? Linda got me this, sent me this brush. I love it too, by the way. I absolutely love it. I am going to, I have this red here. Might be able to do some work now. Not a lot, maybe just a smidge of red in a few places. There we go. Just a smidge. Take that down a bit. That's good. So if anybody's on here that's new to me, I definitely take my time when it comes to putting stuff together. I don't know. I do enjoy the process. Sometimes it's not like I don't get frustrated at times when I can't get it exactly. And I feel like when that happens, one should probably step aside and maybe come back to it, but sometimes I end up settling. And I don't want to settle, you know? I don't want to settle. Oh, that is, I bet it does make great big polka dots. That's a good idea. Oh gosh, you guys, I might like the key better over here. Sorry, guys. As I was just talking about how I take my time to do things. It just doesn't seem to go, like it's not, down a little bit more. I like that, but I don't feel like there's enough there. Oh, you know what? I do have my little totally dazzled black and white check thing. So I was like, I don't want it to be a button. I don't feel like that goes either, though. That I like. That might be what has to happen. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Going for it. And I'm just going to do just this side. Oh! That's curious, Alice said to herself, but everything is curious today. I might as well go in at once. And in she went. Okay, I am pretty happy with that little collage. This is like, I'm wanting this to be like a journaling space, but I do feel like the key could go just, it could just hang out there. I mean, the book page doesn't have to be from an Alice book, but kind of cool that it is, right? Oh, that must be the yellow. Is it less yellow? It's less yellow. Yellow up the keyhole. Like the actual keyhole or just the thing? I put the red around it. Oh, I think you're right, girlfriend. That is better, isn't it? I think so. I think you're right about that. Now on this, this says Alice went to the door and knocked. Well, that needs to come out of here immediately. It's too perfect, right? Oh, come here, you silly thing. Okay. Okay. Alice went to the door and knocked. Now on this, I'm going to use the red. Oh, my husband's walking in the house. I'm still not used to him getting off this early. This is about his third week, maybe. I think maybe a little red on this too, actually. Okay. I just want like a scrap of something. Nope. This might be a little bit too busy. Yeah, it is. Oh, dadgummit. Do I need anything? I may not even need anything. I'm just used to putting something underneath. Yeah, I think you're right there. And you know what? I have some cheesecloth right here. Oh. Stop it, you silly thing. Yeah, it doesn't have to be much. I'm just going to take... No. No, you're not. Sorry, scissors. My little scissors have just gotten weak. Weak. I have this tied on my doorknob, and it's so cute. This cheesecloth strips, but then I forget to use them. Oh, for the love of all that is. Okay. So I had like 3 or 4 things that I marked, that I had decided what I was going to do on those pages. And I seriously thought we will get to several of those. Not so much, huh? But, I mean, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then it becomes a job, right? And who needs that? Okay. Hey, Lisa! How are you today? We're just playing. How do you say, like, when your eyes are bigger than your stomach, like when you're eating and you make a plate? Like, how do you say that when it comes to crafting, when you, or eat, or anything, honestly, if you're me? Like, you think you're going to get a lot more done than you do. Because I was just getting ready to say my eyes were bigger than my stomach. But that's not what I meant. I'm okay with it being cattywampus like that. Thank you, Linda. Yes. I'm going to tell my husband that next time. Oh my gosh, what did he, okay. I was like, I cannot wait to tell. I was thinking, Cheryl, Linda, you know how the, I was explaining to him about the meet and greet in October, and how there were going to be people staying on a little longer to do crop. And he doesn't, like, when we're having a conversation, I probably say 45,000 words to his 3 words, So I'm just rambling on about whatever. And he said, I don't know, it struck me as so funny. But he said, oh, I thought you guys were going to learn how to be farmers. I thought you guys were going to, ambitious, there you go. I thought you guys were going to learn how to, harvest, plant fields. Like, no, it's not crop like that, babe. I mean, he was teasing me. Obviously, he knew that, but I thought it was funny. Especially because of my goings on up to that point. Okay. I love the touch of the teal string so much. Okay, there we go. And now that is going to be a side tuck with a twist with a journaling spot on the inside. Okay. And again, I watched, this is not the newest video, but the second to the newest video on Kathleen's channel. And I just happened to watch it today. I always watch her channel when I need inspiration. I just enjoy her so much. If you don't follow her, I definitely encourage you to. Well, this obviously won't go there, but and then just that little open, just that little element. I love it. Okay, let's check on our. I do too. I like the thread puddles. This will continue to get that pinky purple color. I wish you guys could see it. I don't understand. Oops. I don't understand why this light. Why it went away there for a minute. I feel like you can kind of see that it's a pinkish purple color now. Maybe. But this light will do that sometimes when I'm trying to take pictures of stuff too. I'm just going to add a little heat. Not too much, just a little. Okay. So, put this back out. This was in here. This signature has some weight to it, which, since this journal's so big, that's fine. But this paper I'm using is heavy. Oh, this was the other thing. I have some washi tape that I want to put here to try and reinforce this, because I put this element on here. I don't know if you guys remember when we did the stamps, and I'm not digging how floppy that is, because the journal's not going to be able to close. I just didn't think it through. And then on this one, this that pops out like that, I thought just a over the page element, like just a piece of paper that would be this narrow that just went over the page and clipped at the top is what I want for there. So those are more like housekeeping type items, right? Not actual creating. Maybe maybe we might end up doing something. I don't know. I have didn't I leave some of those out, those flowers? We can embellish this. I was thinking that I would use this washi tape. I'm just not sure it's enough. I mean, yeah, it does help. Okay. Come here, you. I want it to be even. That. Okay. Where is my stick glue? There it is. Just reinforce this a bit. I think that matches pretty good. This one is so, I love it, but it is so wide. And then I will probably still do just, I can't leave well enough alone. You know what I mean? Like that's just not enough. There has to be more for me anyway. That is not straight. I usually, yes, I do. Oh my gosh, Lisa, that's brilliant. I do. I definitely do. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. The amount of stuff that I have, I will need to go through it, but yes. So he would be, because it opens this, he'd be running this way, right? And oh my gosh, how cute to have, I'm late for a very important date. Right? Oh, although, I mean, if I'd have thought it through, it should go that way. Like, because that's the way we read. But when it opens, I tend to overthink things. If you don't know, I tend to overthink things. Because I love that idea, but now I'm stumped on, do you want to be able to read it when it's open? Or, yeah, you do. That's the way you want to do. Okay. Let me go back over here to this. Oh, I thought I had gotten... I thought I left some of those flowers out, but maybe I didn't. It wouldn't appear so. because they match that. Although I do kind of like that right there because it's big. If I do it there, it will also help with the stability. Yeah, and you know, I guess I'm just assuming that the image is going to go, you know, who knows? Like, I'll have to go through all the rabbits and see what we find. I want, I do have that blue and white gingham. No, I don't really want that. Oh, goodness. Come here, you. Oh, that's kind of. I didn't even get this out for this top part. This one. This is what I was in here for. I knew I had some of that color. Yeah. No, I think of it too. I definitely think of that too. But now that you even just said the name, that song now will be going through my brain. Thanks a lot, Linda. No. That's a little bit different color. I like that too. Come here, you. This is when I first started trying to make those ruffles, and I made it so tight. Like, I just need to, that needs to loosen up a little. Other stuff I was experimenting with. Okay. Oh, it's tied. I'm like, what is going on with that? I think that that's too green anyway. I definitely like this better. But gosh, this color right here is so perfect. I feel like I do have some ribbon that color. see that it's actually, I'm pretty sure this is called dirty sage green or something, and I dyed some cheesecloth that color once too. I wonder if I have any more in that cheesecloth. Let's dye that color. Oh, that person that was knocking earlier has now seen my husband's car and come back. Okay. So I got this cheesecloth, this flower. I looked out the door and didn't recognize when someone was knocking earlier, but that voice sounds a little like my son. There's one. You'd have to put something behind him so that we could see him a little better. Kind of like that. Can you guys see it? It is, I don't play chess, so it's a horse head to me. That and that. I do feel like there needs to be one more little thing here, which these are really little. I think when I got this, I didn't understand how little. But you know what? Every time I've tried to use them, I don't like it. I just don't think it's this style, maybe. The rook. Someone's knocking on the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Ooh, baby. So yeah, I like these three things there, like that. And then this here will just make that more stable. And it'll just be, I think it stands alone. I don't think it needs really anything. Maybe a quote. I am gonna use the H mahogany, the red around it. And then I'm gonna grab one of my little just deepen those edges a little bit. Now we need to go back to the Big Daddy. I have that quote in here with this stuff too. So, is the significance of the mirror in the story like truly the looking glass? You know, I probably worry too much about the quote matching whatever it is. But I think the only reason I do is because I've not read the book. You know what I mean? And I'm just a little, I'm trying to make this so that it is kind of even from side to side, not necessarily up and down. Let's throw a blob. I wonder if that was my neighbor. Our fence blew down in the storms, and he has his own kind of handyman business. Yeah, me neither. Although, I mean, I suppose I'm reading more now, just reading the quotes and stuff from the book. So there. There. And there. Yeah, I think that's good. Someone's knocking on the door. Thanks a lot. I guess I'm out off of Go Ask Alice. When she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits. No, I'm not off of it, apparently. Okay. We're singing. We're gonna, I mean, Linda, when we get together in October, it's gonna be, you know, duet after duet after duet. It's funny. And, you know, I'm not sure, I'm not trying to say that you can't sing, but I know I can't. It's awful. Someone who loves music as much as I do should have been blessed with a good voice. And, you know, just my opinion. A song fest. My playlist on my phone, oh my gosh, it's so funny because when we drive, you know, I don't know, it's 16 hours from here to the Gulf. And like you can't make it through my whole playlist in 16 hours. Or all of my songs. I have, you know, multiple playlists, of course, but so many songs. A wide range of tastes in music for sure. Okay. Well, we got through two, and Lisa gave me an amazing idea for the third thing that was on my list today. if I decide that that needs something underneath it, I mean, I will rip it up. It won't hurt anything because if I decide that, I'll be putting something underneath it. And that really helps with that envelope. And I could still put something there. If I did, it would need to be plain, I think. You know, like maybe that. But I'm not going to do it right now. Where is the clip I used? I use these clips to kind of remind me. And I'm going to clip this rabbit here. That'll remind me of that idea. And then I think the quote there, and I haven't looked up yet. I've never done a 4-stitch pamphlet stitch, like a 4-stitch thing. I've seen it done, so I know it's not hard, but I want to make sure I'm done sewing, make sure I have these in the order I want them. But there's definitely a little bit of weight in here. Before I sew them in. Oh, and you know, we did the watercolors and stamps on Tuesday. Yeah, exactly. Yes. They'll separate us. We won't be able to sit next to each other. So this is an IOD stamp. Charlotte, I know that's not how you say the stamp, but it's the woman, you know, it's a big woman. She's a real big woman. No, it's a big woman's head. It's a woman's big head, whatever. Anyway, it's that stamp. And I did this thinking I could use it in here. I mean, oops, you guys can't even see. I don't hate it right there. Do you guys? I don't think that's bad at all. Oh my gosh. Should I go for it? This is one I did after the live was over, Linda, if you're like, I didn't see you do that one. I kind of think it's cute there. Yeah, Debbie, right? What are we, a bunch of wimps around here? No. We go for it. I feel like it's got a little whimsy. Of course, I stop when that big dried piece is on there. Okay. Yeah, I think I just like it just like that. You get out of my way. Oh, I think that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, I've been on here almost an hour and a half. It's only paper, right? Exactly. I feel like it's starting to come together, and then once it's in the book, actually in the book, and I'm going through, I will make more changes. I know me. Hey, that might be a good place to use something like that. I actually like it there. That little black and white check to jewel thing. Okay. And as you can see, it's getting to the point where there's enough that has happened that it's getting really fun. And every page is like, ooh, 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 I could do this, I could do that. So, all right, guys. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope everybody has a fun and safe 4th of July tomorrow. On Sunday, the Christ in Crafting event by Lisa Boone Designs is on. I'm on at noon, and I want to say it goes until maybe 5 or 6 at night. And then if you're in the club, I will be on at 6 on Sunday night in the club. And this tomorrow is First Friday. Look at how my fingers are stained. Tomorrow is First Friday, but the First Friday sale is the 11th, a week from tomorrow, because of the 4th. So I will see everybody hopefully on Sunday for Christ and Crafting. Bye, guys. Thanks again.